Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to online classes. In the last session we have completed the synopsis of thermodynamics. In this session I am going to discuss bits in thermodynamics. Now let us start with conceptual bits. Right. First one, mathematical representation of first law. So how do represent first law mathematically? First law is a relation between delta U, change in energy, work and heat. In which option? So those terms are there, you just observe, that is your right answer. First option, Q equal to delta E plus W. Option 1 is correct. Q equal to delta E plus W. It is the relation between the first law. It means Q delta E, it means energy, in your textbook indicated as delta U, and work done. It is the enthalpy relation. It is here into given, it is plus, that's why it is wrong. Now option 1 correct. Next, heat change in a chemical reaction at a constant temperature and pressure. The total heat change in a reaction at a constant temperature called enthalpy of reaction indicated by H. It is. So answer is indicated by H. It is enthalpy. Option 2. It is definition, right? Next. The standard enthalpies of N-pentane, isopentane and neopentane are minus 350 and minus 35 and minus 37 and 40 kilocalorie per mole. The most stable isomer of pentane in terms of energy is, if you observe clearly, more the standard enthalpies, more is the stability. Standard enthalpies are increases, stability also increases. It means to form, for example, minus 40 kilocalories energy required, to break minus 40 kilocalories required. If you observe remaining only 35-37, so 35-37 lower values than 40. 40 means enthalpy of formation is more. At the same time, to break that much amount of enthalpy is required. That's why minus 40 for neopentane, last one, minus 40. Neopentane is more stable form as per the values. Next, assume each reaction is carried out in an open container for which delta H is equal to delta E. Delta H equal to delta E plus delta nRT. It is the formula. In the textbook, delta E replaced by delta U, remember. Now, if delta N becomes 0, 0 into RT, this term will be 0. Then finally, delta H is equal to delta E. When delta N becomes 0, delta N is equal to number of moles of products minus number of moles of reactants. Products minus reactants. Now you verify this. This must be equal to 0. I am verifying option 2, right option. H2 gas, Br2 gas to HBr. Products 2 HBrs are there, products 2. 1 H2, 1 Br2, totally 2 reactants, then 0. Delta N 0 for second option. So if it is 0, then delta H equal to delta E. Clear? If you observe first option, the first option, 2, 1, 2. Products 2, reactants 2 plus 1, 3. 2 minus 3, that is minus 1, not equal to 0. Verify remaining options also, you will get the answer. Next bit, in exothermic reaction, which is correct? Delta H for reaction is equal to enthalpy of products minus enthalpy of reactants. It is the formula. Products enthalpy minus reactants enthalpy. Products exothermic reaction देंगे. Exothermic reaction. Exothermic means delta H must be negative. To make it negative, reactant value higher than product value. It means this value must be, if it is plus 10 minus, it is plus 100. Reactants 100 plus 10 minus 100, then you will get minus 90. It means reactant value greater than that of product value. That is option 2 correct. Next bit. Right. Bit number 29. C2H4 plus 3O2 gives rise to 2CO2 plus 2H2O. The difference between the enthalpy change and internal energy. Same thing. Delta H is equal to delta E plus delta nRT. Delta H minus delta U equal to delta nRT. This is the difference between enthalpy change and internal energy change. That is equal to how much? Delta N equal to number of moles of products minus number of moles of reactants. It is the formula. Products 2 CO2s and 2 H2Os. H2O is a liquid. For solids and liquids, that is negligible. Don't consider. Only gases you consider. That is 2 gases. Water molecules are liquid. No need to consider. That is 2 minus 1 C2H4 gas and 3 oxygen gaseous reactants. Totally 4. That is 4. Equal to minus 2 it is. So delta H minus delta E, it is equal to minus 2 into RT it is. Minus 2 RT, third option correct answer. Next. Heats of neutralization is least when, if you observe, strong acid, strong base, enthalpy of neutralization is very high. Weak acid, weak base, enthalpy of neutralization is very less. Then follow the answer. Heat of neutralization is least. Least means the acid and base must be weak. So weak acid is, weak base is ammonium hydroxide, weak acid is acetic acid. For that enthalpy of neutralization is very less. So it is strong in remaining options. Next. The pKa values for 4 acids A, B, C, D given, and the heat of neutralization is more in the following reaction. You just observe, students, Ka value increases, pKa value decreases, enthalpy of neutralization will be increases. This is the relation already discussed, because pKa is equal to minus log Ka. It means negative logarithm is there, that's why Ka and pKa inversely proportionality. Ka increases, pKa decreases, neutralization increases. pKa decreases, neutralization increases. Correct? Neutralization increases. Now they are asking, heat of neutralization is more. More means pKa value must be lower, then only enthalpy of neutralization must be higher. pKa value lower for, it is 9, 2.8, 1.3. 1.3 means D, that is. D plus NaOH gives rise to a salt and water. That gives more enthalpy of neutralization, because the pKa value is lower, enthalpy neutralization will be higher. Option C correct. Next, NH4Cl solid, that is, plus water added, aqueous, then forms NH4 aqueous. Delta H given. Okay. So delta H in the above reaction represents heat of solution, heat of integral heat of solution, heat of dilution, and heat of ionization. And heat of solution it is. It means the enthalpy change when 1 mole of a specific solute is dissolved in specific amount of solvent, then forms a solution called enthalpy of neutralization. Definition it is. Okay. Next. 50. Machine which transform heat from low temperature region to high temperature region on its own without any internal or interference of external agency, without the help of any others, will it be possible to shift the temperature or heat from low temperature to high temperature? Very difficult. Without any help, difficult to move water from low level to high level. Getting all of you? Same, it is second law of thermodynamics. It is impossible to construct the perpetual motion machine of second kind called second law. First kind is a first law. It is a second law of thermodynamics. Perpetual motion machine means, so it means the machine works in a cyclic manner without consumption of any energy. It's very difficult. Next. In which of the following cases the reaction is spontaneous at all temperatures? The reaction is spontaneous at all temperatures. Delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. Now, delta G must be negative for spontaneous reactions. Spontaneous reaction. To make it negative, so delta H is negative, for example, delta S will be positive. When I substituted delta G equal to delta H minus T delta S, it is negative, minus T delta S is positive. Clear, students? Right? Then positive, this becomes positive, negative it is, minus negative it is. Right? So here, sorry, negative or positive? Positive. Positive into negative, again negative. The negative value will be minus 10 or minus 20, it becomes minus 30. So it becomes minus negative. To make it delta G negative, delta H must be negative. Negative means less than 0. This must be positive, greater than 0. So the answer will be option 2 correct. Very, very important it is. Next. After this, which of the following reactions is associated with increase in entropy? Entropy means randomness or disorder. More randomness or more disorder present in which of the following equation? So here, gas, there are 4 gases, 1 nitrogen and 3 hydrogen gaseous molecules. Gases having more disorder than solids and liquids, because gases can move randomly in all directions, that's why more disorder. So 4 gaseous molecules converted into 2 gaseous molecules. More the gaseous molecules, more is the randomness. Less the gaseous molecule, less is the randomness. Getting, students? Here 4 gaseous molecules converted into 2, it means randomness will be less. Next, 3 gaseous molecules converted into liquid. Liquid is little bit order, that's why randomness decreased or disorder decreased. H2 plus I2 gives rise to 2H2. So, 2 gaseous converted into 2, it means no change in the disorder, delta S 0. Next, graphite, solid it is, H2O gas, 1 gas H2O, 1 plus 1, totally 2 gas H2. 1 gas molecule converted into 2 gas molecules, that's why disorder is more. Otherwise, you can take delta S equal to S products minus reactants. So, I am observing this, it is a solid, that's why neglected. Entropy of pure and perfectly crystalline solid becomes 0. So, products 1 CO gas and 1 H2 gas, that is 2. Reactant 1 H2O gas 1, then it becomes positive. Positive means increase in entropy. First equation if you observe, 2 NH3 gaseous, it means that is 2 products. Next, 4 1 N2 3 H2, totally 4 reactants minus 2. Delta S negative means that is lower entropy, positive means higher entropy. So, that is right answer, fourth option. Next, entropy of a perfectly crystalline solid at absolute 0 temperature is, here there is a mistake in the question. Entropy of pure and perfectly crystalline solid at absolute 0 Kelvin temperature is 0, right? So, answer is 0. It is third law of thermodynamics, remember. Next, Gibbs energy change is related to equilibrium constant as delta G equal to minus RT ln K, it is right option. So, this is right. Here plus RT given wrong, and here when you shift this term to this side, left side, then it becomes delta G naught by minus RT, it is ln K equal to delta G naught by minus RT, but here RT by, that's why wrong. Here delta G naught by RT correct, but minus sign is there, that's why it is wrong. Clear? So, first option is correct, remaining 3 options are wrong. Next, delta S surroundings given, system given, then the process becomes. So, what kind of process it is? The process is for spontaneous process, remember, delta S becomes negative, delta S must be negative, right? Delta S must be positive, students. For spontaneous, more disorder is required. Any spontaneous reaction taking place from order to disorder, that's why delta S positive. Now, delta S total it is actually, total is equal to delta S system plus delta S surroundings. Delta S system is minus 163.1 plus delta S surroundings 959.1. Finally, you will get a positive value. Positive means spontaneous. Yes, system plus surrounding delta S value positive, then it becomes spontaneous reaction, right? Level 1 students. Now, level 1 bits. First bit, when work done by the system was 10 joules, the increase in internal energy of the system was 30 joules. Increase in internal energy, something changed, that's why delta E given. So, the heat Q supplied to the system is, so it is first law of thermodynamics, delta E equal to Q plus W, that is first law of thermodynamics. Here work done by the system, that is work done by the system, that's why it becomes minus W. The formula is delta E equal to Q minus W. This is our formula. Heat supplied to the system means absorbed by the system. So, Q equal to plus Q, heat absorbed by system or supplied to system. Both are correct, students. Now, delta E equal to change in internal energy, that is 30 joules. Increase or decrease in energy means change in internal energy, 30 joules. And Q is your question, and work done equal to 10 joules. Delta E means how much it is, 30 equal to Q minus 10. Then it becomes plus 40. 40 joules it is. Plus 40 joules. Next. A gas expands from 1.5 to 6.5 liters. Expansion given 1.5 to 6.5 liters. Okay. During this process, the gas also absorbs 100 joules of heat. Absorption means plus Q, that is. Releasing means minus Q. Plus Q equal to 100. So Q equal to plus 100, nothing but the change in internal energy. Change in internal energy means the formula is delta E equal to Q plus W, that is change in internal energy, Q plus W, right? Then this is 1, take down. We should know that delta E, change in internal energy, Q equal to plus 100 joules, W is also required. To get W equal to minus P delta V. It means minus P V2 minus V1. Expansion means 1.5 to 6.5. It means minus P, finally 6.5, and it is 1.5. Liters given. Then it becomes minus pressure given is 0.5 atms into this is 5 liters. Then you'll get minus 2.5 atm liters. 1 atm liter is equal to minus 2.5 into 101.325 joules. 325 joules. By solving this, you'll get the value minus 253.31. Minus 253.31 joules it is. So substitute this W value in that expression. Delta E is equal to, this is 2. 2 will be substituted in 1. That is Q 100 plus minus 253.531 joules. Then minus 153.31 joules. Answer is minus 153.3. That is third option. Okay. Next bit. 14th one. When 10 grams of methane is completely burns in oxygen, the heat evolved is 560. Then the heat of combustion is, heat of combustion meaning is the amount of heat released when 1 mole of substance burns completely in air. 1 mole means heat of combustion of methane means 1 mole of methane combustion. 1 mole of methane combustion. Clear it is? 1 mole is nothing but 14 grams of methane. 14 grams of methane. This is what meaning. Getting all of you? So now, for 10 grams of methane combustion gives 560 kilojoules. Gives means releasing, students, it is. Releasing, evolved. Evolved means releasing. Releasing means minus symbol. Next. Enthalpy of combustion means 1 mole of methane combustion, that is equal to 14 grams, 14 or 16, sorry. 14, it means Carbon 12, 4 hydrogens, 4 ones are 4, totally 12 plus 4, 16 grams. Then it is 16 grams of methane combustion gives how much? 16 into minus 560 by 10. By solving this, minus 896 kilojoules. Answer will be third option, right? Next, the standard heats of SF4, SF6, S fluorine given in the question, then you need to calculate bond enthalpy. SF6 is polyatomic molecule. So we need to consider average bond enthalpy of SF equal to enthalpy of reaction by total bonds in SF6. S is surrounded by 6 fluorine atoms with 6 bonds, total is 6, right? Enthalpy of reaction is S gas plus 6F gas gives rise to SF6 gas, it is, right? So enthalpy of reaction is, how to calculate enthalpy of reaction? Reactants minus products. They gave formation, so here reaction is equal to reactants minus products. Formation values given, that's why reactant minus products. Then you will get reactants are, so 1 sulfur, 6 fluorine minus 1 SF6. Reactants minus products. Okay. Then 1 sulfur formation is 275 plus fluorine value is 80. 6 into 80 it is minus SF6 value is 110, right? So by solving this, you will get the value, that is minus 1855, it is minus 1855 kilojoules. Kilojoules, sir, that is joules, only joules. Then it is reaction, students. Then average bond enthalpy is equal to delta H reaction minus 1855 by, the value will be 6. It becomes, the answer will be 309.2, it is average value, this is, okay. Next, heat of combustion of benzene is 718 kelvins given, combustion value given. Then when 39 grams of benzene undergoes combustion, then the liberated heat is, heat of combustion means combustion of 1 mole of substance. 1 mole of substance means 1 mole of benzene given, C6H6. 1 mole of benzene means 6 12s 72 plus 6, 78. Otherwise it is 78 grams of combustion of benzene. 78 grams of benzene combustion. That is heat of combustion, simply. The amount of heat released when 1 mole of compound completely burns is called heat of combustion. 1 mole of benzene means 78 grams. Then 78 grams of C6H6 combustion, it means heat of combustion, it is. Heat of combustion is equal to 718 kilocalories given. Then 39 grams of combustion of C6H6 is equal to how much it is. So half half amount means 39 into 718 by 70. It is 2. Half it is. Half means around you will get 359 kilocalories. Getting, students? In this session up to 25th bit we have discussed. So in our next video we will continue bits.